Hello world, this is Zero, and welcome back to Let's Play Fate Extra for the PSP. Today, we're gonna head on to the arena for the first time ever, so without further ado, let's go. We can only access the first floor right now, so that's where we're going. So this is the arena, huh? I like how there's a mini quote on the bottom left corner there. You'll notice how it said Arena Level 4 on the upper right corner earlier? Well, basically that's the game's recommended level. You don't necessarily have to aim for that because all you have to do really is just fight every enemy along the way. And here we have ourselves a revival fountain. Basically the way they work is, you go up to one, press the X button, it fully restores your HP and MP. They pretty much work the same way like the save points in Final Fantasy X. Now the thing with these revival fountains is that they'll only appear once, and on this floor only in normal mode. On easy mode, I'm not so sure what happens, but I think you get multiple revival fountains. I don't exactly know because I never play on easy. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. But yeah, if you press the square button in the arena, then it opens up our item menu and our codecast menu. So yeah, and basically the way the encounters in the arena, well, in this game work is they work pretty much the same way like in Chrono Trigger. You touch an enemy and you enter into a battle. Alright, so this enemy here, well, first off, you can see how we can only pretty much see one of the enemy's attack patterns. Well, basically, the way the enemies work in the arena is that, well, your first time meeting them, you're pretty much only given one attack pattern. You'll be able to see more of its attack pattern as we fight more of them along the way, but for this part, you're pretty much only given information that's going to use break on turn 1. So here, what I want to do is I'm going to attack, guard, attack, guard, because, well, the way enemy attack patterns work is, well, it's not really that simple, because it's kind of RNG based when you think about it, because sometimes the enemy will use break, attack, break, attack, or it'll use break, what is it? Guard, break, or it'll just use break only. So it's basically on chance that I'm basically using chance right now. As you can see here, it used break, guard, break instead. So yeah, unfortunately, I didn't get exactly right this time around. So we're gonna still do the same thing here because it really does depend on what the enemy uses often. In this case, this enemy here is supposed to use break, attack very often. But in this case, I pretty much did it wrong. You can see there, it only used break. However, I do have confidence that it will use break, attack. Or it could just use only breaks. That's very nice. Well, that's unfortunate. This is really unfortunate. Well, like I said before, it is RNG based in terms of the enemy's attack pattern. Yeah, we took quite a beating there, unfortunately. We're gonna have to go back and heal there, unfortunately. The last few times I faced those enemies, what they did was they only use attack. Well, they only use break, attack. In this case, they pretty much use every other pattern that was pretty much not that, so I'm a little unlucky today. Anyways, go over here and we have our treasure chest. Sweet, treasure chest. I like how our servant has a quote for every time you defeat an enemy, level up, or get treasure, so Okay, this time let's use attack, attack, guard again. And see if it will do. Hey, it did this time around. Sweet. Alright. It's just that this type of enemy just likes using break, break, attack a lot, so... It's just something to keep in mind there. Alright, sweet. Same thing, same thing. It's not too obvious if it'll use something different. The only way of really knowing whether or not it's going to use a different pattern is if you see that it's using something different other than break on its fourth turn. Perhaps. And we get 300 PBT from this treasure chest over here. And basically what PBT is, it's our currency in the game. Like Gil in the Final Fantasy series. Or money from the Kingdom Hearts series. Well, you guys get the point. Anyways, this appears to be the end of a line. The game pretty much forces you to leave, so yeah. Not much we can do in day one other than get used to the battle system and to the arena exploration. So for the most part, it's pretty self-explanatory. Normally I add these battles out, but well, today we're not fighting that many battles. We're just fighting 3 and just leaving the arena after this. So yeah. However, there is something important that I would like to bring up at the end of this battle. Also, as you can see there, Caster really does not do a lot of damage because, well, her physical defense isn't exactly that high compared to the other servants that you get. We gain a level. And earlier you saw how it said reading enemy information. Well, basically, what that means is... You notice how earlier we were only able to see one of the enemy's attack pattern? Well, basically, what that means is every time you read the enemy's information, you pretty much reveal another slot. So, instead of only being able to see one, the next time you fight that same enemy, you pretty much were able to see 2 instead of 1 this time around. So basically, what you have to do is, if you keep finding the enemy of the same kind over and over again, then basically you'll be able to see more and more of its attack patterns, and you'll be able to predict what attack pattern it's going to use. And yeah, if you leave the arena, the day pretty much ends. Caster kind of already went hard into that here, and pretty much before we entered the arena, so yeah. That's pretty much how the day goes. I mean, you have the campus life in the morning till the evening where you go around the campus talking to every NPC, getting as much information as possible, and then you enter the arena, and if you leave the arena, that pretty much ends the day, so yeah. Well, I mean, it is understandable, because you're only a caster class servant, so yeah. And it's basically, at the end of every night in the arena, or after leaving the arena, you're pretty much given a report on how many of the treasures you've obtained and how much of the arena you've explored. In this case, we didn't exactly explore that much, and some of the information is pretty much irrelevant at the moment because, well, it's only the first day, right? Anyways, let's proceed on to day 2. Alright, sweet. I guess Father Kotamini kept his promise. We're gonna be able to see who our opponent is in the first round. Alright, there's some NPCs you can talk to over here, but, well, they pretty much say the same thing later on anyway, so... yeah, let's just go on over here. this is pretty much where all the information regarding the battle combatants are going to be. You're pretty much going to be coming here at the beginning of every week, so yeah. Well, who's our servant, or well, who's the enemy master going to be?